home of his top fundraiser, Brianna Suggs. Adams has said he will fully cooperate with investigators. I'm Natalie Migliori.
Reports say at least 4 people are wounded after a shooting near an Alabama interstate. Birmingham police responded to several calls Friday afternoon after people reported masked men firing into occupied vehicles near Interstate 59. Screen actors in Hollywood have officially agreed to end their strike. After the agreement was struck, SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher said her fellow actors are no different than any other working-class Americans.
We can have the protections that are entitled to all workers in America.
The SAG-AFTRA union that represents about 160,000 actors have agreed to a deal with movie and TV studios. President Biden will meet with the president of China in San Francisco next week. You're listening to the latest from NBC News Radio.
All right, Pepsi-loving football fans, it's time we had a lesson in trash talk. You heard that right, trash talk. And I'm not talking about that stuff that happens on the field. What I'm talking about is trash, like literal trash. And it's the only thing that belongs in your garbage can. No, recycling might not be as thrilling as converting a 4th and long or taking a kickoff to the house. But I think we can all agree Hail Marrying plastic bottles into the recycling bin gets pretty close. And let's be honest, your spiral could use some work. So next time you're thinking about throwing that Pepsi Zero Sugar bottle away, just cap it back up and pretend you're down by 6 with the recycling bin wide open. Know the difference? Make a difference. Be a team player and recycle. Visit PepsiTrashTalk.com to learn more.
Family on me. 1, 2, 3. Family.
Driving Marbury kicks it out. Jaden Warren high arcing. Triple is gone. Brad Schmidt, head coach of the CWC men, and we got to talk to you Wednesday night after the Salt Lake game. But then last week, and it feels like it's been 2 months ago, but last weekend, gaining the split. Good win against Utah State Eastern, coming back in the second half in that middle portion of the second half to get the win. But then only scoring 49 points on Saturday. I was just kind of a wild weekend, as we talked about it just off mic a little bit.
Yeah, you're right, John. It was very indicative of some very young junior college basketball teams and kind of what you can see at this level if you don't have a group of mature guys that takes every opponent seriously. You know, we played a really good team Friday night in Utah Eastern, you know, and it was back and forth. You know, we got down 10, rallied back, and then held the lead late, and was very pleased with how we played. And then we sit around and we watch Western Wyoming kind of beat up on Northeastern out of Sterling. And I think my guys just got a little overconfident and just didn't take NJC very, very seriously. And Saturday was a struggle. You know, it was a close game at the 7-minute mark of the first half. We were down 19-17. And then NJC went on a 12-2 run and then closed the half up 15 and then jumped on us early in the second half. And we never responded, and you know, our body language was bad, our culture was bad, and so that was disappointing. But I think the guys have really responded over the course of this week, from watching film, having individual meetings, and then just getting back on the floor with practice.
Ran into Sam Marbury just a little while ago, and he's like, this is the redemption weekend. So I'm not sure if he speaks for the rest of the team or his own, but he said, and I said, I'm going to hold you to that. And he says, I hope you do. So it sounds like there's been some self-reflection, and they're ready to move past that and move on.
My guys believe they can be a very good team, you know, and I think that's half the battle at any level of college basketball, especially at this level when your roster turnover is so high every year. So my guys really believe in each other. I think they believe in me. I think they believe we have the talent, the system, and the culture to be pretty good. So they were disappointed with how things ended up on Saturday. You know, they were happy we won on Friday, but it wasn't like, you know, the locker room was crazy or we'd won some big game. You know, I thought Saturday would come in and it would be business as usual, and it wasn't. And I think that's what Sam means by that. And then some of it, I think, is personally for him too. I think he was our best player in the fall. He was probably our best player in both of our jamborees. And then last week, he was okay, but he didn't play up to what I've seen, you know, for the first month and a half of the season.
This game tonight, much like I think for the ladies, albeit not an all-star team, I think very surprised if your team doesn't win this. A chance, I guess, to run a lot of kids out, maybe try a lot of different things, more working on central side of the equation than anything else right
100%,
now.
John. You know, that's been the message with the guys is this is our get-right game. You know, this is a team that I've built into the schedule to kind of have a so-called built-in win, which is hopefully what these post-grads are when junior colleges are playing them, or some of these junior colleges play JV teams and, are an all-star team, which we don't have very many of those. We're playing 30 games this year. We have two prep teams and then, 28 Division I junior college basketball games. So we got to find a way to play well tonight, get right, and then get some momentum going into tomorrow's game against Dawson, which is once again a very, very good team and a program that's won a lot of games ever since I've been out in the Mountain West. And when I was coaching in Billings, Dawson was the team to beat in the Mondac, and that hasn't changed since I've been here at CWC.
Yeah, they're kind of resurging in that too, winning a big tournament last weekend and things like that. Last question: everybody healthy, ready to go? Javon's finger, that kind of thing. Yep.
Javon's finger's still kind of a nuisance, but he's going to play through it and he's going to fine. Vince had an ankle issue. He'll be fine. Lawrence dislocated his toe on Saturday and has kind of practiced sparingly all week, but he's ready to go and he'll play tonight. And it's just, I'm hoping we can just limit his minutes if everything goes well with the game, so guys are fresh and ready to rock tomorrow. All
right, best of luck. Send me up a couple of players when it's over.
Will do, John. Thanks, man.
That's head coach Brad Schmidt. We'll get ready for the starting lineups in the opening tap. It is the Rustler Basketball Classic. This has been your Porter's Mountain View Supply pregame show. We'll be back starting lineups next on Rustler Media.
Looking for a flexible and convenient way to further your education? Consider online learning with Central Wyoming College. Our distance learning courses offer the same quality and benefits as on-campus classes, while allowing you to study on your own schedule. Central offers a wide range of online associate, bachelor's, and certificate programs to fit your needs. Enroll today and take the next step in your education and career. All of the details are found at cwc.edu.
It's been said when you're driving your pickup truck in Wyoming, you feel like the quarterback leading your football team on a winning drive. I'm Craig Bball, coach of the Wyoming Cowboys. Every pickup driver holds the key to road trip success: a fastened seatbelt. Pickup trucks are twice as likely to roll over than cars in fatal crashes. Taking the time to buckle up every trip is the single most effective thing you can do to protect yourself in a crash. Buckle up in your pickup, every trip, every time, and go Pokes. This message is from the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition.
This is Rustler Basketball.
He'll hit angle, trailing the play. For the jam. De La Cruz for three. Drop step, Roberts to the rack.
Nesbitt penetrates, rises, he'll fire for 15.
Rustler Basketball is brought to you in part by Porter's Mountain View Supply, YDOT, Fremont Chevrolet, Bailey Enterprises, Sutherland Lumber Company, and County 10. Also by Myers Gambles in Lander, Gales Carpet One, and Altitude Interiors, the Wind River Casino, and Wind River Cares.
Family on me. 1, 2, 3. Family.
Now, to Rustler Jim, here's John Gabrielson.
Welcome into Rustler Jim. CWC ladies prevailed with a 61-59 win over the Fremont County All-Stars just a few moments ago. In the other games in the Classic earlier this afternoon, it was the McCook Indians out of McCook, Nebraska, beating the Dawson Buccaneers out of Glendive, Montana, 92-75. McCook had a player go for 36 with 11 rebounds, and jokingly said the triple-double with 10 turnovers in the middle of that as well. It was Dawson beating Western Wyoming's men 77-68. Dawson now 4-0 on the season. The CWC men will play them tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And the game just completed in front of the home crowd in a drastic turn of events. The CWC women defeated the All-Stars a week ago 93-51. And today they score with 2.3 seconds left to win. 61-59 did the CWC ladies, as they are now 2-1 on the basketball season. And they will await, they'll take on Dawson County Community College tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon here from Rustler Gymnasium. Good evening, I'm John Gabrielson, as I'll fly solo tonight, thanks to Devin Davis sitting in on the previous game. Devin is an optometrist in Riverton. He hadn't been home since about 8 o'clock this morning, so he's going to go home and get a little home time. Appreciate him coming in on the ladies broadcast with us. We're going to go through starting lineups with the teams here today. Central dressed in their home whites, orange numbers, black trim. They will go right to left as we look at Rustler Gymnasium to start things off tonight. And Utah Prep basketball dressed in their road navies with white and Vegas gold accents. And they will go left to right as we look at things here today. Utah Prep is coached by Dylan Tatarka. It's in his first season. He's assisted by Terry Tyson. Utah Prep is just that. It's a prep school. They are in Murray, Utah, made up of 18 and 19-year-old kids. They actually have a couple of kids that are still basically of high school age, one from Gothenburg, Sweden, one from the Czech Republic in Prague. And again, they have played Snow College. They played Colorado Northwestern. They played Adams State. They did get a win at the Salt Lake City Jamboree a while ago, and they are 1-5 on the basketball season. They have a national team. This is not their national team, but they do have a national team of kids that end up getting to go to pretty high major D1 basketball programs, and Dylan Tatarka and Terry Tyson with their team here today. They'll start number 1, Willie Miller. Willie is 6'4" from Gary, Indiana. Wyatt Miller wears number 5. Wyatt is from Santa Barbara, California. Joey DePorto is a 5'11" Sandy, Utah product. And wearing number 33 is Isaac Begay. Isaac is out of West Jordan, Utah. He's at 6'1". And then the big fella is Michael Okello, and he is 6'9", and a solid kid there is Michael Okello. He is from Harriman, Utah. Again, Dylan Tatarka in his first season as the head coach, his third season as a coach overall. For Central, they will start like this. Wearing number 2 is Lawrence De La Cruz, the 5'10" senior, averaging just under 14 points a game. Number 5, a 6'2" sophomore, averaging 5 a game, is Bradley Beeman. Number 11, a 6'6" freshman, is Sam, sporting the headband Marbury tonight. And then also getting the start tonight is number 22, the 6'10" sophomore from Arizona, Julian Roberts, 14 points, 5 rebounds per ball game. And number 24 is Javon Nesbitt, 6'5" sophomore, averaging 5 points, 4 rebounds per ball game. And so it will be De La Cruz, Beeman, Marbury, Roberts, and Nesbitt, the 5 that start, dressed in their home whites for CWC. And sixth-year head coach Brad Schmidt, assisted by our head golf coach, Mike Newman. As we get ready for basketball, and Okello is 6'9", and Roberts kind of towering over him as Central's going to get the opening tap. And Bradley Beeman will be D'd up in man-to-man by Isaac Begay to Roberts. Juice down low, Nesbitt, and he's going to be fouled from behind. 15 seconds in, we're going to get a foul on Joey DePorto. Joey, 5'11", out of Sandy, Utah, getting the foul call. Lob in to Roberts. Julian, low block, spins up top, Marbury. Sam drives high. Floater gets off the top of the rim. Ball poked into the back court. De La Cruz is going to end up with it. And Central reload. De La Cruz one-on-one floating. Roberts in the paint. 6-footer with a left hand is good because he is left-handed. And Central on the board first. Full court pressure out of the Rustlers. 4 on this side of the court. Man-to-man, and it's going to take Prep a little bit to recognize that it's man-to-man. And then off the knee of DePorto, Beeman and Marbury going to spark the turnover, and that'll be turnover number 1 on Utah Prep. Almost a minute gone by on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Do thank Fremont Therapy for being a Rustler Minute sponsor on 88.1. De La Cruz runs past his man, reverse, pinned it to the backboard, did Miller. Taken away by Miller. Nice defensive play by Willie Miller. A triple on the other side is nothing but net by Isaac Begay. 3-2, quick first lead of the game for Utah Prep. Roberts, he'll fire a 3 left side. That one misses badly. Ball is kicked around. Marbury on the floor. gathers it in, and we'll finally get an arrow, and it's going to go Utah Prep. Probably has to go as our first turnover of the game on Central as Marbury got the rebound and then gets tied up. Miller across the timeline, goes baseline to Porto. He's shut off there. Corner, another three. Begay, that's good. Back-to-back triples by Isaac Begay. And the underdog in this one out to a 4-point advantage. Left side, Nesbitt. Shovels it to Roberts. He'll be fouled. Take your pick, Begay or Okello. And it's going to send Julian Roberts to the line. The foul is on Isaac Begay, his first, team first. And it will send Julian Roberts to the line. 6'10" sophomore. 40% free throw shooting. And he has shot a few threes. He's hit 3 threes a few times in his career. He missed his first one. He gets the free throw here. Does Julian Roberts, the kid they nicknamed Juice. 6-3 the score. Roberts back at it. He has all 4 points of the Rustlers. They trail 6-4 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Beeman D'ing up his man in the backcourt. It's Miller. Miller gets half-court trapped. Give it up. Baseline Miller has it knocked out of there, taken away by Marbury. Sam right side. Nesbitt tries the flush, can't. Alley-oop put back is good by De La Cruz. De La Cruz, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and we'll get a foul in the backcourt. And the Central foul is going to reset the shot clock as Beeman gets his first. Tied at 6s on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Central 0 for 1 from the arc right now, 2 for 6 from the field. Utah Prep 2 for 2 from the field. Nesbitt almost knocked it away. Both of those 2 are Isaac Begay triples that have it at 6 points right now. Appreciate you tuning in on the YouTube universe. Central Wyoming College in Riverton, Wyoming. I'm John Gabrielson. Thanks to Amanda Nikoloff and our new media crew as Marbury ends up with a basketball. He's going to go to the rack. He'll put it up and miss it, but he's fouled. Third turnover of the game on Utah Prep. And it is on Michael Okello underneath. CWC ladies winning earlier tonight, 61-59 in a wild close one that they trailed by 9 with 5 minutes left. Marbury misses the first. If you listen to the pregame show, talked with Sam earlier. He's not on the pregame show, but I was talking with Coach Schmidt about it. Saw Sam earlier today. He said this is redemption weekend for last weekend, and he gets the free throw and puts his team up by 1. And Brad kind of interpreted that. He said as much for the Sam as it is the team redemption weekend after a wild weekend last week in Rock Springs where they beat Utah State Eastern, who then lost to Western Wyoming as Nesbitt knocks it off of Begay, and they'll turn it over. That's 4 turnovers for Dylan Tatarka's team. See him on camera if you're watching online. 3 minutes gone by. So Central beat Utah State Eastern as Beeman's going to fire 17. It dishpans out. Kind of took a victory lap and came out of there. And it's rebounded by DePorto. Western beat NJC, who then beat CWC. And then Western got blasted by Utah State Eastern as there's a turnover on the end line by Utah Prep. Already 5 turnovers on the Prep team, and they trail 7-6 on the first half Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Man-to-man, Nesbitt going to be fouled on a reach by DePorto. That will be his second personal foul. Neither team to sub, and now as I say that, here comes our first. Joran Guy will check in for Utah Prep. Joran out of Danville, California. He's 5'11". Okello, by the way, from Harriman, Utah. There's Roberts for a triple, misses. Good box out and going to the floor with it. It's going to be Central ball on the alternating arrow, but Roberts, he's got some tape on that finger because that finger has been hurting all season long so far, and I think his wrap came off of his finger. I didn't see who came out of the pack with it on that rebound. I think it was actually Joran Guy, but Central ends up with the rebound. De La Cruz back to Roberts. Jordan. Julian puts it on the floor. Now Nesbitt. Beeman back to Julian Roberts. 3 to shoot. Nesbitt has it. He lost it. A foul, though, is going to bail him out with 1 second left, and the possession had already changed hands, and Okello is going to pick up his second. Wow. With 1 second on the clock, Central gets the foul out of Utah Prep and saves the possession. De La Cruz to Roberts, kind of awkwardly on his feet, gets that one to go in. I'm not sure really what the heck that was all about. He caught it and then a little jump step, puts it off and in. Guy Tedeschi will check in, as will Jaden Warren on the next whistle for Central. Okello, 2 fouls, 7 to shoot. Gives it back to Guy. Only 2 guys have touched it. Guy on the 3-point line. Misses as it skims off. And Nesbitt will come away with a rebound. Nesbitt's going to take it the distance, put it off with the right hand and score it. Nobody decided to stop him until Okello at the last second. Nesbitt was going to flush it, but instead he has to go with a little acrobatics and put it off glass and score it. Lucas Engel will check in next. Dead ball, the Riverton product for CWC. Cross-court pass, Miller. D'd up by De La Cruz. Pushes him all the way back out to the half-court stripe. Miller back to Okello at the top of the key. Hands it off. Begay. 4 to shoot. Good defense by the Rustlers. They're going to settle for a long triple that's good. Wyatt Miller between the circles. Pulls the trigger for 3, and he knocked it in as the shot clock expires. Roberts on the 3-point line, straddling it in fact, and that shot is no good. And Joran Guy the rebound. Okello back up top, another long 3, trying to prove it was not a fluke by Miller, does not go in. De La Cruz's 3rd rebound. Corner, Nesbitt triple, good. Assist De La Cruz, who found him. 14 minutes left to play in the first. Central 14-9 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Guy way out front, out to Miller. 5 new Rustlers will check in. 2 new Utah Preppers will check in. Pump fake. Driving, scooting it back out. 3-pointer, by the way. Miller is good. Boy, they're living and dying by the 3 ball. They're 4 of 6 from the arc right now and down by 2. Nesbitt, instant replay. Got it. Triple by Nesbitt and a quick timeout called by Tatarka. Back-to-back 3s by Javon Nesbitt. He's got 8. Rustlers lead by 5. We'll return after this break. Rustlers out in front on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, and back with more after this.
County10.com supports this Rustler radio broadcast. At County 10, their mission is to connect the communities that make up Fremont County. Whether you're looking for updated community news, the local events calendar, up-to-date job listings, the details about new businesses in town, the Student of the Week spotlight, or just want to watch local athletic events, County10.com is working to keep Fremont County communities connected.
Myers Gambles is a proud supporter of Rustler Sports Broadcasts. They're located in downtown Lander at 420 Main Street, offering furniture, mattresses, appliances, home office, kitchen, and more. They feature brands like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Jenn-Air. Turn around, shop in town. More details can be found online at landergambles.com.
17-12, Rustlers out in front on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Central will play Dawson County Community College tomorrow. The ladies at 1, the men at 3. Utah Prep, 4 of 5 from the three-point line. 4 of 6 from the field is Utah Prep, keeping them in this ball game. They trail by 5 right now. All new players as taking it to the rack and scoring as Willie Miller passed Lucas Engel, who was outside of the arc, going to take a charge. Tedeschi to Engel, fires it off glass, missed it. Okello got a piece of him. Nothing called, and Okello gets the rebound, and they almost throw it away. Miller ends up with it. Tedeschi playing defense, going down and still dribbling, and then Vince is going to get called for the foul. Tedeschi will pick up his first personal, just the second team foul on the Rustlers. Already 5 fouls on Utah Prep as you see Dylan Tatarka standing there coaching his team. His assistant Terry is not with him tonight. Just him and 3 subs. One of their better players, I understand, is Marco Taft, and he's going to get an MRI on his knee as that triple by Guy does not go down, and Sal Dugamoroboto with the rebound, and he'll get it to Tedeschi at the top. Vince baseline. King Solomon back up top. Tedeschi for triple. That one skims off, and over the back goes Jaden Warren on a rebound by Max Erbovsky, who gets the rebound. Jaden Warren will be called for the foul. Number 1 on Jaden. Number 3 on the Rustlers. Man-to-man, full court pressure. Miller with it in the backcourt. Sal guarding him back there. Now a double team as King Solomon is in there with him. And did they get the timeout called, or did he just give the turnover? 6 turnovers on Utah Prep. Coach Brad Schmidt in his 6th season as the head coach. He's a mobile coach, testing Amanda's. Central's going to throw it out of bounds. Their second turnover, testing Amanda's driving skills with the automatic camera. 12-11 left to play in the first half. 17-14, Central out in front. I think a lot of people thought CWC had 2 big wins on their hands tonight. The ladies ended up with a 2-point win. And the men right now hanging on to a 3-point advantage. And another turnover on Utah Prep as Okello at the top of the key threw it behind his intended receiver and out of bounds. A couple of Rustlers in street clothes, Volova and Cole tonight. I believe Jay Volova is redshirting. Underneath, Engel bodied out of there by Okello and then knocked out of bounds by one of the Utah Prep athletes. There you see all 3 subs for Utah Prep on the bench right now. They only have the 3. Just 8 of them making the trip. One that is absent also is Sam Hogmalm. He's out of Gothenburg, Sweden. Still high school age as King Solomon rings the bell on a 3 on the left side angle. Central 3 of 5 from the arc. Miller, steal by Solomon. King dishes off to Tedeschi. He's going to be thrown into the padding underneath and fouled as Vince will go to the line. The foul is on Willie Miller. He's a jumper. He's the one that pinned it to the glass on the Rustlers a little while ago. And Vince Tedeschi will go to the line. Central as a team scoring 65 points a game. They're 67% free throw shooters. They average shooting 26 threes a game, hitting 8. We'll see how that stands up as Tedeschi gets the first. Vince battling a bit of an ankle injury earlier this week, according to the coach. Free throw good by Tedeschi. He gets both, puts the lead to 8. Largest of the night for Central with 11:22 left. Miller, pump fake, got Engel in the air and gets rejected from behind by Tedeschi. Long pass up ahead. Vince going to take it to the rack and put it off glass and in. We started with a block by Tedeschi and then a bucket by Tedeschi, and then Engel goes straight up on the other side with Okello. And it goes out of bounds and will stay Central basketball. 24-14, Central by 10, their largest lead of the night with 11 minutes left to play in the first half on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Miller, another long triple. That one no good, and Engel with his second rebound of the night. Trying to cool off a little bit are the Utah Prepsters, 4 of 7 from the arc. Tedeschi, nice dish. Engel laid up and in. Give the assist, Vince Tedeschi. Okello back the other way, lays it off glass and in as Lucas kind of got out of position on him and let him go, and Okello scores it. King Solomon, another triple off the back of the iron, but Engel is there to glove the rebound. Underneath, fading away, Solomon, little fader for 10. He's got 5. Rustler lead now a dozen. Miller in traffic, baseline, blocked out of bounds by Engel in the corner. Erbovsky gets rejected by Engel. Substitutions again. Tay Hollins into the ball game for the first time. Warren will stay. Tedeschi stays. Nesbitt and Roberts are in. Throw it into the backcourt. Hollins battling, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay Prep basketball. Good effort defensively by Tay Hollins. They'll throw it away. Tedeschi ends up with it. He'll fire it up, miss it, puts it back up and in. Calls the offensive rebound himself, and he scores. Vince has 6. And you know, Coach Schmidt said this in the pregame too. He's like, this might be a little coming out for Vince Tedeschi tonight as well. And Vince already with 6 points and a rebound and almost the steal as Miller ends up with it, scores from point blank. Miller has 7. 30-18, a 12-point Rustler advantage. Roberts battling in on Miller, puts it up with the left hand and scores it. Julian Roberts with 8. Nesbitt has 8. Tedeschi has 6. Underneath, wide open. Got Joey DePorto, but he missed it. Miller, the rebound. I assume he had his Willie Miller, and he'll score. Got Willie Miller and Wyatt Miller, and I'm going to assume no relation between those two gentlemen. As he got the bucket in, was fouled by Javon Nesbitt. Marbury and De La Cruz back in. Hollins stays, so does Nesbitt. And Willie Miller at the free throw line for the one in the bonus. Okello back in. As leaving is Sam Hogmalm from Sweden. 9:08 left to play in the first half. Free throw is good by Miller. He's now got 10. He leads all scorers with that 10. Cuts the lead to 11, 32-21. The largest lead has been 14 by the Rustlers. Marbury, right side, Hollins now. De La Cruz spins into the paint, left side. Julian Roberts gets the shooter's roll as it dish-panned in, went straight up and drops. Roberts now with 10. Driving with it, DePorto finds Okello in the corner. He'll fire a 3, just a 2. Nesbitt the rebound. Third rebound of the game for the Freud Montanan. Javon graduated with 4 people. Nice pass underneath. Roberts, contact, nothing called. Okello takes it away. Okello gets it back between the circles, hands it finally back into the face of Pregame. He'll fire a 3. That's good. His third 3 of the night for Isaac Pregame. 9 points for Isaac. Cuts it to a 10-point game. Marbury, under 8 to play, penetrates. Alley-oops it. Ball got knocked out of there, and it's loose. Central's just going to turn it over. Driving Miller, hesitates, puts it off glass and scores, and Coach Brad Schmidt's going to call a timeout. 7:47 left to play in the first. On the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, it's Central 34. It is Utah Prep 26. And it's just a 30-second timeout, but we'll be back right after this.
Central Wyoming College spring semester enrollment is now open. Whether it is automotive, nursing, mountain bike and trail building, or our new bachelor's option of law enforcement, CWC has something for you. Go to cwc.edu to apply today. Change your future at Central Wyoming College.
Party in the USA playing on the PA and trying to catch a glimpse of Julian Roberts. He put on his questionnaire. I asked all of the kids different stuff on their bio. And he said his best memory was singing Party in the USA on the court with Jared Lucas, who has graduated from Central and has moved on. But that was one of his best memories. Ouch. Boy, Roberts looking to hand it off to De La Cruz, handed it off of his goggles. Marbury, 10 to shoot. Gives it back to Roberts. He'll launch a long triple, and it's no good. And he'll get his own rebound eventually out of that fray. Does Julian. And we'll get a reach foul. Going to be called on DePorto. That, by the way, is Julian Roberts' first rebound of the game. Joey DePorto picks up his third personal foul on DePorto, and he'll go sit at the end of that not real deep bench for the Utah Prep athletes. Sam Marbury at the line. Sam 1 for 2 on the day. Free throw back of the iron and no bonus as the rebound pulled down by Isaac Begay. He's got 9 points and his first rebound of the game. Okello, head of steam, loses it, shovels it back, but he's on the end line out of bounds. Turnover number 9 on Utah Prep. Coming up at halftime, I'll interview a couple of the ladies in their 61-59 win as they held off the Fremont County All-Stars here tonight. De La Cruz, pump fake, 17 on the right side, good. Nothing but bottom of the net for Lawrence De La Cruz, the leading scorer on this team. He's got 4, he averages just under 14. Under 7, we'll get a media timeout on the next whistle. Guy across the timeline, Miller, Marbury on him. Bout had our next whistle on a reach foul. Begay gets it back, lost it right into the hands of De La Cruz. 10 first half turnovers on Utah Prep. Nesbitt, left side, gives it back to Javon. Pump fake, lights it up for 6 and scores it. 10 for Nesbitt. He and Roberts in double figures for the Rustlers now with 10 apiece. Rustler lead is 12. Their biggest has been 14. We're under 6 minutes left in the first half on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Thanks to Porter's Mountain View Supply, our pregame sponsor, as underneath, shot no good by Miller. He's going to be fouled as he and Beeman hammering each other underneath. Bradley will pick up his second personal foul, and now we get that median timeout with 5:54 left to play in the first. 38-26, Central by a dozen. This is Rustler basketball from Rustler Media.
As the second largest intercollegiate athletic association in the country, the NJCAA serves not only a pivotal role in college athletics, but in higher education. The NJCAA Foundation aims to move the association forward through resources, grant programs, and other special initiatives. Your gift to the NJCAA Foundation will make a difference and create opportunities.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is helping in the battle with COVID-19. This month, they are focusing on 2 crucial aspects of this battle: COVID-19 testing and vaccination. Wind River Cares is offering free COVID-19 testing kits and strongly urge you to get vaccinated. You can call 856-9281 to obtain a free testing kit or inquire about vaccination. Together, you'll reduce the virus's spread and keep our community safe. Your health matters, so prioritize safety, stay informed, and work towards a healthier, COVID-free future. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare, your partner in this fight against COVID-19.
Just under 6 minutes left to play in the first half. Coach Schmidt spending a lot of that time in the timeout talking to the officials about something. Still talking with the official on the far sideline. 12-point advantage at the line goes Willie Miller. Free throw is good. Second one is good. Miller has 12 as he cuts the lead to 10. Nesbitt. Roberts, 15. That one does not go in, and Miller will get the rebound. Finds himself in a little bit of trouble. Okello turns into a 6'9" point guard. Miller on the three-point line, drops it in, just a 2 for Wyatt Miller. He's got 7. They're shooting well. 11 of 19 from the field, 58%. Nesbitt, triple the other side. No good. Marbury, though, will get the offensive rebound. In traffic, Sam's shot, no good. Pushed back up by Julian Roberts. That's no good, but he's fouled. And Juice will go shoot some free throws. We'll see who the foul is on. If it's on Okello, that's 3. They're going to go on Begay, his second. And it will send Julian Roberts back to the free throw line. Julian 2 for 2 from the charity stripe on the afternoon. Lefty can't get the first one to drop. He'll have another. Julian gives credit to Jaden Warren for helping recruit him. Wants to give a shout out to his family, and he wants to be Jaden Warren when he grows up. Jaden, a very vocal leader on this team. 3 of 4 for Roberts. He has 11. The lead is back to 9. Miller is going to be fouled by Jaden Warren as he gets a hold of him at the top of the key. Second personal on Jaden. De La Cruz comes out. Tedeschi has come back in. King Solomon is in as well. Beeman is out. Lob pass up near midcourt. Okello ends up with it. Gives it back up top. Miller working on Roberts. Hands it back out. Shot clock, well, never mind. As Miller with 10 on the shot clock drains a 3. He's got 15. That's Willie Miller. He has almost half of his team's points right now. They're back within 6. Underneath, Nesbitt, nice hard quick pass by Roberts. And Nesbitt, he wanted the and one. He's got 12. Give the assist to Roberts. 4.5 left. Central is led by as much as 14 in this. They lead now by 8. And a travel violation on Begay will be the 11th turnover of the game. By my count, I have Central at 3 turnovers right now, just 3 in the ball game. They've taken care of the basketball. 16 of 30. They have 10 more shots, thanks to out-rebounding Utah Prep by 4 and having 8 less turnovers right now. Roberts, baseline, Nesbitt, pump fake. Tried to shovel it to Roberts, and he shoveled it right into the hands of Okello, who shovels it out of bounds on the other end, and they'll trade turnovers. Sam Hogmalm back into the lineup as you see coming out of the game. Isaac Begay. Isaac, 3 3-pointers in the game. He has 9 points as he'll come out and sit next to Coach Tatarka. Under 4 minutes left to play in the first half. We'll have ladies as Jaden Warren knocks down a triple on the left side angle. And it's good for J-Dog. And it'll get the steal. Warren takes it to the rack himself, and he'll score. 5 quick points for Jaden Warren. Back the other way. Guy gives it out to Miller. It's Wyatt Miller as it's slapped away by Jaden Warren. He's going to get talking to by the official as he's dangerously close to taunting Miller. The referee does come over to talk to him, says, all right, we don't need any of that. Jaden's just very intense as he had the 3, then he got the steal and the layup. Nesbitt and Roberts come out. Engel and Ryan Wells has checked into the ball game, the DuBois High School freshman. 3:20 left. Driving, Hogbaum kicks it out. Willie Miller, 3 is good. These kids can shoot. Miller has 18 first-half points on 3 3-pointers. Tedeschi to answer. Yes! Triple by Vince gives him 9. Back to a 13-point Rustler lead. Their biggest has been 14, as I mentioned several times. Miller going to shovel it off to Okello. He might have traveled with it. Instead, they'll call a foul on Central on Lucas Engel, I think. It is on the former Wolverine. Lucas with his first personal foul. Michael Okello, by way of Africa, by San Diego, by Harriman, Utah, finding himself in Murray and Utah Prep. And Michael cannot hit the first. Appreciate Dylan chatting with me for about 15-20 minutes yesterday about his team and talking about his players. He played at MSU at Montana State Northern up in NAIA country. Okello got 1. He's out of the Great Falls area originally. King Solomon for 3 on the other side is good. Quickly up the court, his second of the night. Long pass up ahead, Okello underneath. Wells got in his grill, so does Engel, and then Okello still scores. 5 points for Michael Okello. 52-39, Central by 13, 2:24 remaining in the first half. On the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, Tedeschi penetrates, gets caught underneath, and gets rejected by Okello, who's going to take it away. Job by Michael Okello. Underneath, Miller, triple teamed, misses it, shoots it over the rim as you hear the crowd giving the air ball chant. King Solomon to 3 on the other side, no good. Engel high for the rebound, snares it. Gives the ball off to Tedeschi. Boy, that was a long, high rebound for Lucas Engel. King thought about a triple, doesn't. Instead rises for 12, and he's fouled by Wyatt Miller. Be first on Miller. 9th team foul on Utah Prep. Look at the Central bench on RustlerAthletics.com. Appreciate you tuning in. Good audience online. Back at it tomorrow at 1 and 3. Solomon free throw is left short. And back into the game for Utah Prep, Isaac Begay. Both teams back home tomorrow. Then it'll be a while before you see them again. King Solomon gets 1 of 2, back to a 14-point lead. Biggest has now been 15 after the last bucket by Central. Good defense by Solomon. Okello, he'll fire a 3, and it does not drop in, and Tedeschi will come away with a rebound. 9 points first half by Vince. Solomon, nice play to Engel. He'll flush it down over the top of Okello. Lucas Engel, the jam. Nice dish by King Solomon. Solomon ends up on his back, and a foul is going to be called. I think it's going to be on Jaden Warren. It is. King Solomon ended up on his back. Jaden has 3 personal fouls already with 1:09 left to play in the first half. Again, we'll chat with a couple of the ladies after their 61-59 win over the Fremont County All-Stars. We'll do that at the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Warren's going to check out with 3 personal fouls as Javon Nesbitt will come in. Sam Hogmalm, a 6'2 guard out of Gothenburg, Sweden, at the line looking for his first points and gets it. Body a little over dramatic. They get the shot. Ryan Wells going to get the rebound. Former DuBois Ram with his first stat. Tedeschi with 1 minute left to Nesbitt. Spins. Nice dish to Wells. He'll be partially rejected by Miller, and it's taken away by Miller. Oh, good extra pass that time. Is a great idea. Wells just got Miller in his face, and then Nesbitt gets it back as he knocks it away and takes it away. Nice job by Javon. Outside, Wells for a triple. That one misses everything, and Miller comes away with a rebound. Boy, that would have brought the house down had Ryan knocked that one down, but it just didn't happen on that play. One of the leading scorers in all of the state in high school basketball last year, Ryan Wells. He'll settle in. He'll be all right. Game clock at 21, shot clock at 14, splitting and giving it to Okello. He will score on a layup, essentially. Final 8 seconds. Solomon, pump fakes again, rises for three, not going to happen, and we've played one half of college basketball from Rustler Gymnasium. Central with 55 points in the first half as they outscore Utah Prep 55-42 is our score. You stay with us. We'll come back. It's the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. We'll talk with a couple of our ladies after this timeout. This is Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media.
Okay, we're ready for the big question. Who needs a flu vaccine? There's a lot riding on the answer to this one.
I know, me.
That's right, you. In fact, almost everyone older than 6 months should get a flu vaccine. Every year, influenza leads to hospitalization, even death in some people. So protect yourself with a vaccine and help keep your family and friends healthy.
It's up to you to fight the flu. A reminder from the Wyoming Department of Health.
Introducing the Rustler Cattle Company Podcast, part of the Rustler Podcast Network at Central Wyoming College. Explore the world of meat science with instructor Amanda Winchester and guests for the latest in agriculture and meat science. Whether you're a pro or just curious, the podcast offers insightful discussions and industry updates. Check it out at cwc.edu and search podcast. Subscribe, share now, and be part of the cattle and meat science community. Find it on all major podcast platforms. And don't forget to follow the Rustler Cattle Company on Facebook.
Central Wyoming College is committed to recognizing academic and activity-related achievement by offering merit scholarships annually. Apply now for general academic, activity, and program-specific scholarships for the academic year. The scholarship deadline is March 1st. Go to cwc.edu and search scholarships and apply online. Don't forget, the deadline to apply is March 1st. To find the latest information on Central Wyoming College scholarships, go to cwc.edu and search scholarships. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Our score at the break, Central out in front of Utah Prep, 55-42. Largest lead has been 16. They lead by 13. Quick rundown of the stats. Javon Nesbitt has a dozen. Julian Roberts has 11. King Solomon and Vince Tedeschi have 9. 4 for De La Cruz, 1 for Marbury, 4 for Engel to go along with his 5 rebounds in the game. Willie Miller on the other side for Utah Prep, 18 first half points for Willie, 9 for Isaac Begay, all from the arc. Michael Okello has 7. Wyatt Miller has 7. And that is the scoring right now. Central out in front, 55-42. Welcome in a couple of ladies to our Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Natalia Ballin and Ari Rodriguez. And a win is a win is a win. Who wants to go first with that statement?
A win is a win. We'll take it.
So tell me about that. I mean, it's a game where were we overlooking them a little bit after beating them by 42 last week?
I think we definitely were. I think we came in a little too confident, and I think that got to our head. So, yeah, it was kind of a rough start.
And it just kept getting rougher and rougher.
Yeah.
4:58 left in the game. You guys were down 9.
Yeah.
And I don't have to tell you. You were there. You lived it.
Mm-hmm.
What was said? What happened? What was the difference?
I think especially in the locker room, we were all just kind of keeping each other's heads up and said, like, all right, let's start over. Let's do this, just kind of putting more pressure and, I don't know, just play basketball.
You guys have played enough basketball, and Ari, I'm going to ask you this question. Have you had as rough a night from the arc as you did tonight?
No, this is our first game that we have not shot well from the arc. Last game, it was not too bad. It's pretty bad, but it wasn't as bad as tonight.
It wasn't this bad. And Tal, you kind of You're better from that at the three-point line tonight. It just wasn't full. I mean, it just all the stars aligned. Their zone, the fact that you guys didn't shoot. But then it became we gave SB heck in the first game. She likes that mid-ranger. You guys came in. That's where it came in. Talk about the change to come inside the line a little bit and shoot the mid-rangers.
Yeah, so we obviously weren't hitting from the three, so it was more layups and mid-range. It was get to the bucket, get to the rim. And since they were zoning, we couldn't really get to the rim or hit the post. We had to just take over for ourselves and just start going for the twos.
Tell me about the last shot of the game. 10 seconds left. You guys have the ball. What was drawn up? How did we get to you hitting the game winner?
So it was, I practice these all the time. Ever since I was little, mid-range has always been drove into me. So coach trusted me with the ball, and he said, Tao, get in the corner, give Ari the bar, give her a screen. She gonna hit the mid-range, or if she don't have the mid-range because they're collapsing, hit Tao for the three. And I just did what I had to do for the team, and we came out and executed perfectly.
And a win is a win is a win.
Yeah.
So Coach talked about you guys watch film. One day is you guys, then the next you start looking at opponents. What do we know, Tal, about Dawson tomorrow?
We know Dawson is a little bit bigger than us, so we're kind of coming out with a bigger lineup, I think. But overall, I think we just got to come out aggressive and start aggressive, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ari, any additions, changes to that statement?
Pretty much us and Dawson are pretty similar matchup. We think we're the better team. We just have to come out and play as if we're the better team.
You have to play the All-Stars again in January, I think, as you know that. But as you said, I mean, maybe the perfect storm. Maybe overlooking, maybe, you know, the shots didn't drop, you know, things like that. But I thought they played a solid game. They called timeouts at the right time. I think it was good for y'all to get into a close game situation after last week's being kind of on opposite ends. Do you think it was kind of a good point to get into a game where we have to drop a play with 10 seconds left?
Yes, it was good practice for when we do play better teams and more skilled teams, that when we come to those situations, we're able to produce in those last seconds, and who can produce in those last seconds.
Tal, anything to add?
I think when it comes down to these games, you just put in the players that you trust, and obviously Coach trusted Ari to shoot that shot. So.
And you were the next option, though, so he trusted and put that trust in you as well. Shout outs to anybody? Tal, you first.
Shout out to Cooper Page. Miss you, girl.
Ari?
First of all, to God, because he put us in this situation, put me in this situation, gave me the opportunities, and to my family who supported me and watching me from a distance all the way in Texas.
Give you guys fist bump. Thank you for coming up. Congratulations on the win tonight. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
You bet. Tal Ballin and Ari Rodriguez, my halftime guests here on the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Coming up in just a few, we are going to take a look at stats. Central men out in front, 55-42. We'll be back after this. Your Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show on Rustler Media.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here. Join CWC's automotive program and turn your passion for cars into one of the most in-demand technical careers. From classic cars to ones that park themselves, CWC's expert automotive instructors combine state-of-the-art technology, small class sizes, and one-on-one attention to help you earn your certification in automotive service excellence. Apply now for several scholarships available only to our automotive students. Make your way at Central and join the new generation of automotive technicians.
The Wind River Casino has something for everyone when it comes to dining, and they're a great supporter of Rustler Radio. The Red Willow Steak and Seafood is open Thursday through Sunday from 4 to 10, then later on Friday and Saturday. The Buffalo Sportsbook Grill is open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and later on the weekends. And for a quick bite, the Jeniku Cafe is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. And recently opened in the Buffalo Sportsbook Grill, they proudly serve Starbucks. Sunday through Wednesday from 7 to 7, and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Just south of Riverton on Highway 789 and online with more information at WindRiverHotelCasino.com.
Welcome back to Rustler Gymnasium, where Central is out in front, 55-42. The Rustlers coming back out to the court with a 13-point lead. And I gave you the rundown of the scoring real quick. Central winning 55-42. 12 for Nesbitt, 11 for Roberts, 9 for Solomon, 9 for Tedeschi, 18 for Willie Miller from Utah Prep. 7 for Wyatt Miller, 9 for Isaac Begay, 7 for Michael Okello as the Rustlers are out in front. Thanks to Tal Ballin and also Ari Rodriguez for coming up at the halftime, and they get the 61-59 win earlier today. Central with 4 turnovers, 13 turnovers by Utah Prep. Central out-rebounded Utah Prep 20-13 in the first half of this one. Leading the way rebounding, Lucas Engel has 5. Lawrence De La Cruz has 3. Willie Miller has 5 to lead the way. Michael Okello has 3 for Utah Prep. Central would shoot in the first half 21 of 50, 53%. That's not bad. How about this mark, though? 6 of 13 from the arc. That is 46%. You'll take that clip all day long. 7 of 11 from the free throw line. That's 64%. Utah Prep on the other side would shoot 14 less shots thanks to 9 more turnovers and being out-rebounded by 7. They were 15 of 26 for 58%, but like I said, 14 less shots than Central, and 7 of their shots were three-pointers that they made, 7 of 13. That's 54%, as they have shot very well from the line. They are 71% from the free throw line are the Utah Prep athletes here tonight. They don't have a mascot that I know of. I just keep calling them the athletes, I guess, but Utah Prep. 8 kids coming up tonight, and they just get one game. Western took on Dawson today. McCook's men didn't come. Western just wanted one game, so Utah Prep coming and playing, and then they will head home tonight as well. CWC will have the basketball when we come back from this quick timeout. This is your Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Your score on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, 55-42 Central is out in front, and we'll be back. CWC basketball on Rustler Media. It will be CWC basketball also when we come back.
At Fremont Chevy in Riverton, being in the community isn't just how we do business, it's our way of life. We think of our team, our customers, and our local community as one big family. For us, being community partners is more than just a source of great pride. It gives us a deep sense of responsibility. We are excited to bring you the scoreboard for Rustler Athletics on Rustler Media. See Fremont Chevy online and at North Federal Boulevard in Riverton.
Have you noticed it? Maybe just a feeling that you can't really explain. It's your heart yearning to lift others into living their best lives. Let Central Wyoming College help you turn your passion for people into one of the most in-demand careers, social work. At CWC, our expert instructors combine small class sizes, one-on-one attention, and hands-on training to help you become a counselor and advocate for individuals, families, and communities. Make your way at Central and join the new generation of experts in the field of social work.
Hi, this is Tana with Fremont County Prevention Program. I'd like to thank wholeheartedly all veterans and their families who so selflessly served our country. I hope you enjoy your weekend with friends and family. And if you're curious about who we are or have any questions, please go to our website, fremontcountyprevention.com.
Are you, like many, struggling with the loss of a loved one to suicide? Are you feeling alone and isolated? We understand what you're going through, and we are here to offer you hope, courage, and support. You are invited to join us at the Lost Survivors Support Group. Every second Monday of the month, we meet at the Methodist Church located at 1116 West Park Avenue in Riverton. Our group is a safe place to share your story, your feelings, and your experiences. You don't have to go at it alone. You'll find understanding, empathy, and a listening ear. We can help you cope with the loss and move forward with your life. For questions, please contact Janet Nyberg at 307-851-7188 or Sue Rector, 307-840-0311. We look forward to seeing you at the Lost Survivors Support Group. every second Monday of the month at the Methodist Church in Riverton, Wyoming.
Introducing the Rustler Cattle Company Podcast, part of the Rustler Podcast Network at Central Wyoming College. Explore the world of meat science with instructor Amanda Winchester and guests for the latest in agriculture and meat science. Whether you're a pro or just curious, the podcast offers insightful discussions and industry updates. Check it out at cwc.edu and search podcast. Subscribe, share now, and be part of the cattle and meat science community. Find it on all major podcast platforms. And don't forget to follow the Rustler Cattle Company on Facebook.
Your home of Rustler basketball is 88.1 KCWC FM, Riverton, Wyoming.
So I told you it would be Central basketball to begin the second half. They came out, and the first thing they've done is switch the arrow, so it will be Utah Prep basketball to begin the second half. Bradley Beeman, Sam Marbury, Julian Roberts, Lawrence De La Cruz, and Javon Nesbitt will take the floor, dressed in their home whites with the black and orange stripes down the side, the orange numerals, Rustlers across the front, decked in black trim. Utah Prep will come out their dark blue road uniforms with Willie Miller, Wyatt Miller, Joey DePorto, Isaac Begay, and Michael Okello. Okello has 3 fouls. Oh, he only has 2. It's DePorto that has 3 for foul trouble. Jaden Warren has 3 for Central. He's the only one with 3. Just underway in the second half. Miller hands it off to Wyatt Miller. Wyatt going to go one-on-one with Marbury. Pump fake, floats in for 10 and gets it. Wyatt Miller has 9. And they cut into the 13-point lead immediately. Left side, De La Cruz gives it to Roberts. Left side elbow, 15, nestles its way in. 13 points for Julian Roberts. Coach Schmidt said he was going to feed Juice tonight. Julian responding with 13 points on the feeding. Boy, they had a wide open Miller in the corners. Coach Tatarka was pointing him out, but they couldn't get him the basketball. Miller ends up with it. He'll rise for 16. That one's no good. Good box out by De La Cruz, leaning into Okello. He's like, hey, what is going on here? Roberts for a triple. No good. Marbury, though. The rebound back to Juice. He'll lay it up and in. Offensive rebound by Sam Marbury, and then give him the assist. Roberts now with 15, and the lead is 15. Long pass up ahead to Miller. Pump fake in traffic. Gets blocked out of bounds by Nesbitt from behind. And it will stay Utah Prep basketball. Raylan Mong still directing. I gave Amanda's automatic camera work struggles, but it was actually Raylan's, and I gave Amanda credit for it, so I apologize for that. Noah is our camera operator here tonight as well. Appreciate him for stepping in, our student broadcast production. Baseline triple, Hogmalm, no good. Nesbitt almost knocked it in. Marbury is going to end up with it. Third rebound of the game for Sam, sporting the headbound tonight. Give it down to Juice. He'll be fouled by Begay. Good entry pass by Beeman. And Begay will pick up his 3rd personal. There's only 3 subs on the bench there for Coach Dylan Tatarka on the right. He's going to send one of them in right now in Joran Guy, and he's going to come in for Isaac Begay, who leaves with 3 personal fouls. Inbound, wide open, Marbury, and 1. Boy, it was like they didn't know what was going on the inbound. And Sam Marbury with maybe the easiest basket of his college career. And you can hear the slap and the basket by Miller, who was basically the last line of defense. There's nobody around him as he got wide open and knocks it in. And he will not get the 3-point play, and Okello will get the rebound. number 14. Marbury ends up with it. Nesbitt trailing the play. Roberts, turnaround good. 17 for Juice. His high, by the way, is 20 against McCook a year ago. That ball knocked out of bounds, I thought, off of Brad Beeman, but they're going to say that it goes off of Joran Guy, and they'll give the basketball to the Rustlers. Marbury will trigger it into Beeman. Bradley was one of my guests on the Rustler Minute this week on 88.1. You'll probably hear Ari Rodriguez on Monday's edition of the Rustler Minute. You can stream Rustler Radio online. Nesbitt, corner, De La Cruz, step back 15, misses. Roberts in a pretty good battle almost. Might travel a couple of times. He's going to find Nesbitt. That shot on the way is no good. Julian Roberts back-to-back rebounds. His shot is no good, but he goes to the floor. And we're going to get a Utah Prep foul and a timeout by Central. Utah Prep foul goes against, well, we'll find that out too because they still have Millers up there. Central has opened up a 19-point lead, outscoring Utah Prep 8-2 in this quarter. We'll be back after this quick break. This is Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media.
Rustler Sports On Air are brought to you in part by Porter's Supply of Riverton, offering grills, spas, fire pits, gas stoves, wood-burning stoves, and Green Mountain pellets. They are located at 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton. Details can be found online at portersmvs.com. Thanks to Porter's Supply for the sponsorship of tonight's pregame show.
Central has opened up a 19-point advantage on Utah Prep, and Julian Roberts is going to the line. 17 points, 4 rebounds. He also sporting a headband out there tonight. He and Marbury. Remember Jack Klumach started the headband trend a couple of years ago here at Central. Crowd ended up wearing headbands as well. Julian's free throw is no good. 3 for 5. Roberts from the free throw line. Said his role model is his grandpa Rick. In the survey I sent him out. Roberts has 18. He's 2 away from a career high as a Rustler. That he had him 20. Miller, lefty over lefty. No good. Nesbitt, the rebound. Javon, 4 rebounds. Roberts tying his career high with a left hand on the left side. Coach Schmidt said we're going to feed that kid tonight, and he's got 20. And the lead is 22 for Central. Block around the backside by Marbury is a foul by Sam.
That's his first.
Hey, talk, dude.
So here's Sam Marbury telling his defense to talk. Inbound pass comes to DePorto. He's got Roberts on him defensively. Now they'll switch. Hogbaum back to Miller. He's way back at midcourt. 5 to shoot. He's going to take off. He'll double clutch 16 feet and miss it. Hogbaum, though, is going to get the offensive rebound. That triple is going to fall short. Rebound by Miller. Stolen away by Marbury. Job by Sam as he gets the turnover. Up ahead, Nesbitt. A jam. Marbury with another assist. And he gets that one for a jam. In the paint, Erbovsky. That misses badly. And picked up by Sam Marbury. And we're going to get a foul and 1. They're going to count the basket. They do. And now the other official says, no, I don't think so. So they're going to take off the basket. So they wave off the basket. And they're going to give free throws on the foul by Well, if they give it to, okay, I was going to say, they give it to Hogmalm, he'll first one. Possibly a new career high for Jordan Roberts. Yes. 20 last year against McCook. .21 tonight, 25-point lead, now 26 and 22 points, and he'll check out Lucas Engel in. Julian Roberts, new career high tonight, 22, 4 rebounds for the lefty out of Arizona. 70-44 Central. Left side triple, good by Joey DePorto as he hits it on the angle. Thanks to Wyatt Barichka hooking me up with a final. Boy, Nesbitt just throws that away. Star Valley beat Cody today. And trailing the play is going to be Tedeschi. He'll get the rebound, and he'll get knocked to the floor on a missed layup by Joran Guy. Torrington, the Cinderella story in 2A, went to Mountain View, got a win. Tedeschi has been hampered by an ankle injury all week. He's grabbing that left ankle now as you watch it on screen. And then Star Valley blanking Cody in the title game, 27-0 to win back-to-back for the Braves. He'll call a game tomorrow for the Wind River Cougars, Will Wyatt. Tedeschi for 3 at the top, no good. Marbury another rebound. Dish it down low to Engel. A lot of confusion, hands it back to Marbury, and he'll lay it up and in. Marbury gets the offensive rebound. Almost an assist, but Engel instead gets the assist as he gave it back to Sam. Outside, Miller, pump fake, tries the triple and gets the triple. Wyatt Miller has 12, his second 3 of the night. Nesbitt. Back out to Deshi. Vince goes baseline, rises for 15, and it's in. 11 for Tedeschi. Coach talked about him having a breakout night tonight as well. He's got 11. Pump fake, Miller in the corner. That one misses, but Marbury is there for a long Central rebound. He'll dish it off. King Solomon, who puts it off glass and in. King Solomon in double figures. The 4th Rustler in double figures. He's got 11. Miller launching it up to Wyatt Miller. He'll fire another 3. That one misses. But a rebound by Hogmalm. He'll dish it off, and missing it was Joran Guy, and a foul on the other end. And a foul on Utah Prep, and I think Utah Prep's getting a little fatigued, and foul is going to go against Wyatt Miller, his 3rd personal. And we'd have our first media timeout of the second half at the under 14. 13:31 left to play in the ball game. Central out in front by 26 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard.
All right, Pepsi-loving football fans, it's time we had a lesson in trash talk. You heard that right, trash talk. And I'm not talking about that stuff that happens on the field. What I'm talking about is trash, like literal trash. And it's the only thing that belongs in your garbage can. No, recycling might not be as thrilling as converting a 4th and long or taking a kickoff to the house. But I think we can all agree Hail Marrying plastic bottles into the recycling bin gets pretty close. And let's be honest, your spiral could use some work. So next time you're thinking about throwing that Pepsi Zero Sugar bottle away, just cap it back up and pretend you're down by 6 with the recycling bin wide open. Know the difference? Make a difference. Be a team player and recycle. Visit PepsiTrashTalk.com to learn more.
The buzzer welcomes you back to Rustler Gymnasium, where Central enjoying a 26-point lead, their largest of the night. Sam Marbury is going to go to the line. Actually, yeah, we have him shooting 2 free throws on that foul by Wyatt Miller, his 3rd. He's got 3. Begay has 3. Joey DePorto has 3 as well. Foul trouble. Jaden Warren has 3 for the Rustlers, as Marbury has 6 points on that free throw. So Vince has 11, and I'm looking at King Solomon has 11 as well. Sam gets both. He's got 6, 7 now. (78-50). 28-point Rustler advantage. Marbury checks out after that free throw. Tedeschi, Engel, Solomon, Duga Moriboto, and there's a travel. Nothing called there. Warren is out there. Then Tedeschi swats that away from behind. Lob pass out to Miller. Runs down baseline, double clutch, puts it up and one. Nice tough play by Wyatt Miller. He's got 14. And the Rustler foul whistled on Vince Tedeschi, number 2 on Vince. Wyatt Miller from Santa Barbara, California. He's 5'11", and he has 14 points. Willie Miller had 18 in the first half. He has not scored in the second half. He's on the bench right now, and that free throw by Wyatt Miller is no good, and Lucas Engel will grab 6th rebound. Tedeschi with a right-hand scoop, no good. Lucas with a 7th rebound. Tedeschi underneath, working in on Okello. Turns around for 6, missed it, and Okello will get the rebound. Lob pass up ahead, squirts into the hands of Miller. They'll leave him wide open. He'll drop it from 17 and miss it. Putting it back up without coming down is Joran Guy. Nice job by Joran Guy. 12:30 left. Vince, left side elbow, 15, good. 13 for Vince Tedeschi. You see Coach Newman and Roberts on the bench cheering on his teammates for CWC. Baseline, Engel knocks it out of bounds. Referees will stay with Utah Prep basketball. Willie Miller will re-enter the lineup for the Utah Prepsters. Wyatt Miller is going to come out. Also into the game is Max Erbovsky. DePorto. Also Isaac Begay out. You can hear Jaden Miller underneath the hoop. 18 for Miller, all in the first half. Pulls it back on Engel. Yo-yo's in, 10 to shoot. Shovels it to Okello, 7 to shoot. Joran Guy's shot is no good, and Tedeschi will run down a long rebound. Gives it up to Duga Moriboto. He will get caught in traffic and almost turn it over. Instead, Tedeschi goes baseline, and thought maybe he might have hurt his ankle as the way he came down on that one. Luckily, he does not. And a missed shot and a pickup by Erbovsky. De La Cruz will check in next dead ball, as will Tay Hollins. 7 to shoot now after all that. Guy, long triple, good with 1 on the shot clock. They've done that a couple of times tonight. Joran Guy's first 3 of the game. And it cuts the lead to 24. Tedeschi right back the other way. In and out, stays out. Okello the rebound. Long pass up ahead. Contact and an offensive foul. Taking the charge underneath, Jaden Warren. Hollins and De La Cruz back into the Rustler lineup. Maybe a 24-point differential, a 23-point differential, we might see a little more of Ryan Wells tonight. We will interview a couple of players at the conclusion of this ball game. 3, De La Cruz missed it. Jaden Warren tried to stuff it back in, does not. Okello the rebound, long running play the other side, and scoring it is Max Erbovsky. Okello, by the way, 7 points, 7 rebounds with that snare, and give him an assist on top of it. 10 minutes left. Sullivan, baseline 15, good by King. He's got 13 now. As we tend to see people get their career highs against prep teams and all-star teams, and that's the case here as King Sullivan gets called for a hand check at midcourt. That'll be his first. Roberts and Nesbitt back in, and Coach Schmidt with a pretty deep bench. She didn't have a lot of fall off with the next 5 coming into the ball game. And a timeout called, a full timeout by Utah Prep. 10:01 left to play in the contest on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Central by 23 with an 82-59 advantage here on Rustler Radio, Rustler Media.
Central Wyoming College is committed to recognizing academic and activity-related achievement by offering merit scholarships annually. Apply now for general academic, activity, and program-specific scholarships for the academic year. The scholarship deadline is March 1st. Go to cwc.edu and search scholarships and apply online. Don't forget, the deadline to apply is March 1st. To find the latest information on Central Wyoming College scholarships, go to cwc.edu and search scholarships. You'll be glad you did.
Support of Rustler Athletics comes from Sutherland's on North Federal Boulevard in Riverton. Whether you have a minor repair or a large project, take advantage of Sutherland's many rewards. Sign up for our emails and monthly gifts. Save even more with the Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus consumer credit card. Apply online or see a store associate for complete details. You can order online for in-store or curbside pickup at Sutherlands.com. Sutherland's of Riverton, helping you build it better since 1917.
82-59 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Appreciate Fremont Chevy, our scoreboard sponsor on Rustler Radio all season long, as well as Bailey Enterprises, our post-game sponsor, Porter's Mountain View Supply, our pre-game sponsor, and also thanks to Buckle Up for Life Wyoming, our halftime sponsor. Natalia Ballin and Ari Rodriguez showed up and talked to me at halftime. Appreciate them doing that. Nice dish, and Miller will get his first points of the second half on a dish from Michael Okello. Tay Hollins the other way. Dish off Nesbitt underneath. Acrobat play misses. And the rebound by Miller as Nesbitt had to readjust in the air. 17 turnovers as they turn it over on the other end. De La Cruz, left side Warden. Baseline Nesbitt now. Roberts back to the basket, spins with the left hand, misses it. Nesbitt will knock it back in. I think he wanted to jam it, but instead he missed it and it falls in. 16 for Javon. His career high was 10 against NJC. Triple on the other end misses. Roberts will get it. 5 rebounds to go along with 22 points. Thought he would maybe pull the trigger on that 3 instead. De La Cruz rises for 17. It hits the rim, scoots out of bounds, and will be Utah Prep basketball. On the air tomorrow at 1, a little before 1, we'll go on the air with the ladies going at it. After this weekend, you will not see the ladies at home again until possibly New Year's, if I'm not mistaken. I'll look through that schedule. Ball rejected by Roberts underneath. Yeah, I think tomorrow is your last chance to see the CWC ladies at home until they face that same all-star team again Saturday, January 13th. The men will play 10 games in the first, 22 days of this month of November, I believe. And that's a shot clock violation that is going to give the basketball back to CWC. And Utah Prep with their 18th turnover of the game. Wyoming Cowboys about ready to kick things off with UNLV on a Friday night in Las Vegas. Almost thrown away. Marbury gathers it back in. Roberts Baseline, Marbury. Spins back up top to Juice. Nice snare to keep that in the front court. De La Cruz back out to Roberts. Triple on the way. That's good. Julian Roberts adding to his new career high. 25 for Roberts. Taking it to the rack is Okello, and he'll knock it off the head of Julian, who will have to adjust that headband he's wearing. And it will be Rustler basketball. Largest lead has been 28. They lead by 26 right now with 7:35 left. De La Cruz fouled. And it's going to be on Hogmalm, the Sweden player from Utah Prep. De La Cruz to the free throw line. De La Cruz high has been 29. Actually, Javon Nesbitt's high is 21. Talk out of pocket there. Lucas Ingles' high is 10. Javon's is 21 when he hit 5 of 8 three-pointers against Colorado Northwestern. De La Cruz gets both, matching the largest lead of the night. Here comes Ryan Wells back into the contest for the Rustlers. Roberts out with his 25 points. His night probably done. Wells will get out there on defense on Hogmalm. And a steal by Nesbitt, and he has it knocked away from behind. It's going to stay Central basketball. You know, Nesbitt got the steal, but give a lot of credit to Ryan Wells on that, applying the defensive pressure to get the bad pass out of the ball handler. 11 points away from free tacos somewhere tomorrow. Excuse me, tomorrow, as the Rustlers will most likely hit the century mark here tonight. Not sure what the official is doing and if they're going to Marbury, long triple on the way, back of the iron, gets his own rebound, however. Dishes off, Nesbitt rejected by Okello, and down he goes hard, but he's okay. 7 rebounds to go along with 6 points tonight. We'll see who Coach Schmidt will send up to us at the conclusion of this one. As Javon Nesbitt going to the line, he has 16 to go along with 5 rebounds. Marbury, the leading rebounder, has 7, as that free throw is good by Javon. 17 now. 4 in double figures for Central. Tedeschi has 14. Solomon has 13. Nesbitt with 17. Roberts with 25. Duga Moroboto will check in for Central, and coming in is Max Erbovsky for Utah Prep. 90-61, a 29-point CWC advantage. Sets up a pretty big game tomorrow as Nesbitt gets both. The Dawson Buccaneers are a perfect 4-0 on the season after they beat Western earlier today by almost 10. And then, boy, Miller got fouled in the backcourt. He's asking the official, he's like, dude. The official says, dude, back, but Willie kind of got accosted in the backcourt, and he ends up turning it over. I feel with Miller on that one because you could hear the slap from up here, but referees seeing that it is a 30-point differential and the whistle has somewhat been swallowed, and Miller's going to end up with a steal. And then he gets knocked to the floor. Marbury and Nesbitt were going to help pick him up, and the foul is going to be on Javon Nesbitt. Number 2 on Javon. And immediate timeout. Final one of the game at 6:53 under the 7-minute mark. Rustlers by 30. 6:53 left to play. 91-61 on Rustler Media.
At Fremont Chevy in Riverton, being in the community isn't just how we do business. It's our way of life. We think of our team, our customers, and our local community as one big family. For us, being community partners is more than just a source of great pride. It gives us a deep sense of responsibility. We are excited to bring you the scoreboard for Rustler Athletics on Rustler Media. See Fremont Chevy online and at North Federal Boulevard in Riverton.
Looking for a flexible and convenient way to further your education? Consider online learning with Central Wyoming College. Our distance learning courses offer the same quality and benefits as on-campus classes, while allowing you to study on your own schedule. Central offers a wide range of online associate, bachelor's, and certificate programs to fit your needs. Enroll today and take the next step in your education and career. All of the details are found at cwc.edu.
Lucas Engel, Sam Marbury, Javon Nesbitt, Ryan Wells, Sal Duga-Moroboto are your 5 Rustlers dressed in white. Jordan Gay, Willie Miller, Wyatt Miller, also Joey DePorto, and Max Erbovsky, the 5 in dark blue for Utah Prep. Miller lost the handle in traffic, and Marbury ends up with it. 21 turnovers out of the Utah Prep team tonight. Wells ended up with it on the baseline, but he'll have it slapped out of his hands. He touched it last, though, and that'll be turnover number 7 on Central. Tay Hollins will check in for Nesbitt. I believe his night will probably be done as the starting 5, I think, minus Marbury, is on the bench at the moment. Marbury slips in the backcourt. Miller gets it back. Miller in traffic to Willie Miller. His shot is no good. Rebound saved by DePorto. Rustlers have out-rebounded Utah Prep, as standing at a out-of-bounds line is DePorto. Turnover number 22. They've been out-rebounded 38-24. Central with a 14 rebound advantage. 30-point game, 6 minutes left to play in the contest on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Your Bailey Enterprises post-game show will be coming up next. Talk with a couple of Rustlers. Inbound, actually a nice shovel by Marbury to Engel. And Lucas has 6. And another assist by Sam Marbury. And the shot clock got reset to 20. Should be put back at 24 now. And they'll put it at 28. Referee noticed that, though. The entire bench of Utah Prep right there. The coach and 3 subs. Steal by Wells. Right side on the way. 15 is good. Ryan Wells. He got the steal and the bucket. Underneath, Willie Miller. Shot is no good. Got his own rebound. Pads the stats, puts it up and in. He has 22. He had 18. Wells will take it. Turns around on the baseline. No good. Over the back, they'll say off of Engel. The other referee is going to come back in and say, nuh-uh. And he's going to give it to CWC. Engel had a guy crawling over his back. Shot clock, wondering if they should set it back to 20 because it's at 22 right now. I think you leave it at the higher of the 2. That is the case. Solomon to Engel. Duga-Moroboto, he'll fire a 3. That one is off the back of the iron and ripped away as Erbovsky with the rebound to Wyatt Miller. He'll fade for 6 and score it. He's a deceptive scorer, is Wyatt Miller at 5'11". He has 16 points. Wells wide open, takes it to the rack, puts it up and in and 1. Wyatt Miller's going to get the foul. Ryan Wells has 4 with a chance at 5. Miller with his 4th personal foul. And Ryan Wells adding to his career high as a scorer with 5:01 left. 97-65 and a 30-second timeout called by Utah Prep. 97-65, the Rustlers by 32, 5:01 left. Wells at the line when we come back.
As the second largest intercollegiate athletic association in the country, the NJCAA serves not only a pivotal role in college athletics, but in higher education. The NJCAA Foundation aims to move the association forward through resources, grant programs, and other special initiatives. Your gift to the NJCAA Foundation We'll make a difference and create opportunities.
$97-65 ended up being a full timeout, so we could have kept it in the break a little bit longer. Give me a chance to go back and look at the men's basketball schedule. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 games in the first 22 days of November for the CWC men's basketball team. Will culminate the 22nd hosting NJC, a team that they got held to 49 points against on Saturday in Rock Springs. That'll be your next chance to see the Rustlers if you miss tomorrow, as Ryan Wells gets the three-point play. He's got 5. You'll get to see them again on the 22nd. Like I said, if you miss the ladies tomorrow, you will not see them until January 13th on the home floor. 98-65 and a 10 count. Good defense by Duga Moroboto as he gets the turnover. 24 out of Utah Prep tonight. So 24 turnovers. They've out-rebounded them by 13, have the Rustlers. They've shot 36% from the arc, 52% from the field. They have 18 more shots than Utah Prep. It has been a Rustler domination of the youthful Utah Prep team tonight. King Solomon right side triple is good. 16 for King Solomon. And a steal. Underneath, wrap around. Duga Moroboto missed it. Wells got the rebound. Still no good. Finally taken away. Duga Moroboto, they'll turn it over back the other way. Reverse underneath. Following it is Engel. He'll score. 8 points, Lucas Engel, with 8 rebounds tonight. Final 4 minutes of the contest being played out. They just beat the 10 count. Does Utah Prep. Miller again, pump fake in traffic, throws it up. He's going to be fouled. Wells, Hollins, Duga Moroboto, Sal gets it. 103-65, by the way. Central by 38, their largest lead of the night. Having a good time on the bench. Free throw is no good by Miller. He has 16 points. Like I said, he's 5'11". 16 points for his team. Willie Miller has 22. He had 18 at the break, 4 in the second half. Begay has 9. Okello has 7. Guy has 5. And that one is good by Miller. He's got 17 now. 103-66. Hollins. Solomon, float for 10. Left it short. Float for 10, went for 9. Okello with a rebound. Miller again takes, scoots it in the corner. He might have been out of bounds. Hogmalm instead loses the handle, and taking it out of there is Duga Moroboto up ahead. King Solomon with the right hand, laid up and in. I think he wanted to jam it, but he instead just lays it off glass. 18 for King Solomon tonight. Miller 17 misses. Engel close to double-digit rebounds with 9 now. King Solomon, right-hand reverse layup on the other side, and a foul by Hogmalm, and it'll be the and one for King Solomon. 41-point advantage for the home team. 107-66. And oddly enough, I do have, I think it's, I gotta go look in a different place. I have some records as Solomon gets the three-point play. 21 for King Solomon tonight. 3:10 left. Driving, shot misses. Okello's shot is no good. King Solomon from 15 after the rebound. He's got 23. Obviously a career high for that fella. King Solomon 23 tonight to go along with Roberts' 25, and then a steal by Tay Hollins. Tay going to take it to the rack against. He'll miss. He went 1 on 3, and Tay misses it. Hogmalm the rebound. I don't think Central is going to be anywhere near their career season record high. High arcing 3 is good by Hogmalm. Well, that one about drew rain. It was so high, and he drills it. 110-69. Sullivan has 25 as he'll knock down another one from the right side angle. .112 for the Rustlers. And out of bounds is Isaac Begay. They're nearing 30 turnovers. So I've done a lot of history for CWC. Most points they ever scored was 129, so we're going to be falling short of that. Coach Schmidt's team beat Taylor Prep 129-87 back in 2021. Solomon Fader is no good. They scored 127, did Jamie Stevens' team over Little Bighorn. Curtis Condi's team scored 125 against Nebraska Tech. That was the biggest win ever, by the way, 125-37 over Nebraska Tech. That was a day when Nebraska Tech suited up their women's manager and not in the guys' game, obviously, but it was Nebraska Tech had some issues that year, and Central destroyed him. But 129, the most for a Rustler. Nice give and go, and a bucket is going to be put in by Isaac Begay. He's got 11. 112-70. Wells going to go one-on-one with his man. Spins. He gets fouled. Referees have swallowed the whistle. Got his own rebound. Puts it up. Put it up again, and he'll score it. Couple of rebounds, couple of putbacks, and a basket by Ryan Wells. Throwing it away is Utah Prep. King Solomon flips it out to Wells. Ryan for 3 on the way. Good! 10 points, Ryan Wells. A lot of it here towards the end of the game. Going to give the ball to King Solomon, and he will flush it down. .27 for Solomon. He leads all scorers here tonight. New career high for King, obviously, in his 3rd game as a Rustler. Shot clock, game clock about a half a second away from each other. Erbovsky back up top. Pump fake. Ball's throw away. They'll get it back. 5 seconds left. Miller's just going to hand the ball back to the referee, and this ball game is over. CWC putting up 64 points in the second half, and they run past Utah Prep tonight pretty much as expected. 119-70. 119-70. The Rustlers are victorious, and they draw their record to 2-2 on the season. And that will drop Utah Prep to 1-6 on their year overall, and they'll head back to Utah tonight. Rustlers led 55-42 at the half. They win it 119-71 with a 64-29 second half. And we are going to await to see who Coach Schmidt will send up for the Bailey Enterprises post-game show. That's coming your way next. Rustlers victorious twice tonight. The women win 61-59. The men winning 119-70. The Bailey Enterprises postgame show coming your way next. This has been a presentation of Rustler Media from Rustler Radio.
Hi, this is Tana with Fremont County Prevention Program. I'd like to thank wholeheartedly all veterans and their families who so selflessly served our country. I hope you enjoy your weekend with friends and family. And if you're curious about who we are or have any questions, please go to our website, fremontcountyprevention.com.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here. Join CWC's automotive program and turn your passion for cars into one of the most in-demand technical careers. From classic cars to ones that park themselves, CWC's expert automotive instructors combine state-of-the-art technology, small class sizes, and one-on-one attention to help you earn your certification in automotive service excellence. Apply now for several scholarships available only to our automotive students. Make your way at Central and join the new generation of automotive technicians.
Rustler Radio is brought to you in part by Bailey Tire and Auto Service. They feature priceless car rental. If you need a vehicle for whatever the reason, they offer cars, SUVs, and even a 12-passenger van. Rent online at pricelesscarrental.com. Priceless Car Rental at Bailey Tire and Auto, Riverton and Lander.
They say the best offense is a good defense. This theory applies on Wyoming roads and highways, just as much as on the football field or the basketball court. Your game plan should always include wearing a seatbelt, and that goes for everyone in the vehicle. Check road conditions before you go. Call 511 or download the Y.511 app for road information at your fingertips. Finally, put away distractions, especially your phone, so you're better prepared for the unexpected. This message brought to you by Y.Dot.
Final count in this one, Central wins it 119-71, the final score. And just looking at some stats in this one, Central 10 of 24 from the arc. That's 42%. That's very good. They shot the ball 87 times tonight. 46 of 87 from the field, 53%. 17 of 24 from three-point land. 10 of 24 from three-point land. 17 of 24 from the free throw line, 71%. But kind of unbelievable as they come away with 46 assists tonight. 46 assists for their 119 points here this evening. That's pretty exciting to see. 7 by De La Cruz. Marbury had 5. Vince Tedeschi had 5 in the assist category, but 46 assists for the Rustlers tonight. Final scoring numbers in this one: King Solomon with 27, Julian Roberts with 25, both career highs for them as Rustlers. Javon Nesbitt with 18, Ryan Wells in double figures. The Du Bois Ram had 10 tonight, his high as a Rustler. Vince Tedeschi, his high as a Rustler, with 14 tonight as well. Ryan, great job. King, have a cheer. One of you there, one of you here. This one you'll have to adjust a little bit and bring it down, but 14, as I mentioned, for Vince Tedeschi. 6 for De La Cruz to go along with his 7 assists. Jaden Warren had 5. Sam Marbury had 6. 6 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists for Sam tonight. And Lucas Engel, 8 points and 9 rebounds. And that's what the scoring looked like for the Rustlers. 22 for Willie Miller. He had 18 at halftime for Utah Prep. Wyatt Miller, like I said, deceptively 5'11", had 17 points tonight. Isaac Begay had 11. He hit 3 threes in the first half, held to just 11. Michael Okello had 7. Joran Guy had 5. DePorto with 3. Erbovsky with 2. Hogmalm had 4, including that high-arcing 3 that about drew rain on that 3. But final score tonight, 119-71. Someone texted me and they said, is that a record? Unfortunately, no. 129 is the most that CWC has ever scored in a game. So you guys have to do that tomorrow. So is that all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ryan Wells, Du Bois High School. Tell me about the game tonight. Tell me about 10 points. I don't want to talk about the 3 down here on this end. I know you don't want to talk about that one, but tell me about the game tonight.
Well, we knew coming in that we couldn't underestimate the team like we did last week. That's kind of why we fell short, came out a little flat. Got it together over the halftime, and we really started to get going. People regained confidence, and we're able to knock down shots and pull away.
When you airmailed the one, I wasn't going to talk about it, but when you airmailed the one down here, I'm like, that is an anomaly. That is not Ryan Wells basketball. You come back tenacious, you got a couple of offensive boards and a putback, you got an and one, you then hit the 3, started to feel a little more comfortable after that first half.
Yeah, shots like that happen. It's just part of basketball. You just got to keep your focus and next shot mentality.
Shots like that happen for me a lot, unfortunately. But was it a slow start, or did Utah Prep have a little more fire early? What was the deal there?
Well, they came out banging. They came out hitting them threes,
right?
Yeah, they're sparking that thing from deep. And I don't know, I think we came out just a little bit flat, and people didn't have as much confidence. We were a little sluggish. Then we got it going over halftime.
All right, we're going to talk. We'll come back to you here in a second. King Solomon tonight, 27 points. What's your career high? What's the most you've scored in a game?
37.
37. All right, so you have a ways to go too then.
Yeah,
but I'm thinking you would rather have a W than worry about any of that.
Oh, most definitely.
Tell me about your game tonight. Coming out, scoring 27. I had you at 9 at half, so that means 18 in the second half.
Yeah, I just felt it. That's all it was. We had a big, tough loss last weekend. Come back with our chip on our shoulder and just feeling it.
Sam told me in the hallway today, I think maybe prior to shoot around, he said, this is redemption weekend. And I don't know if he was talking for himself or if he was talking for you. Coach Schmidt said, I think he's talking for both of us, himself and the team, because of what happened on Saturday, only scoring 49 points.
Yeah, that was for both of us. Sam, though, he had to get the win back.
Talk about what we know about Dawson. They're 4-0. You got to watch them today. Look ahead to tomorrow for me.
It's going to be a good game. Tough team. They like to speed people up. Got to play us, do us. Don't let us speed them up. It'll be a good game. Come out with a win.
You guys have 10 games in the first 22 days of November. How are the legs? How's the lungs?
Man, at first it was bad. Especially coming from Cali, it's bad.
Come to elevation.
Yeah. We picked it up. Everybody picked it up, got used to it. Now it's just a long journey.
Ryan, how has the game transitioned for you from 1A to college JUCO basketball?
It's a big competition level change. Everyone on the court can play. There's not just 3 or 4 guys from each team. Everyone on this court knows what they're doing, and they've been around the game long enough to understand it.
You've been doing it for a couple of months now, playing with these guys and hopefully feeling that you belong.
Yeah, I love it. These guys are very welcoming to me, and I just feel accepted from them.
King, what do you think about playing a little JUCO basketball in Wyoming?
It's tough. JUCO basketball is really tough. Yeah, it was different, though. Coming from Cali, it's a lot of good players, and now here is better. It's real better.
Excellent. Very good. Ryan, shout-outs to anybody? I think they're all here watching downstairs, but...
shout out my family right there.
All right. King?
Shout out moms. That's all I got to say.
All right. They watching back home, hopefully?
I hope so.
All right. You guys, congratulations on this one. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
You bet. Ryan Wells, King Solomon coming up big tonight. 27 for King, 10 for Ryan Wells in the game as Central wins it 119-71 is your final here tonight. Raylan Mong has been our student director back at the control board down in the Wyoming PBS studios under the direction of Amanda Nikoloff, our new media instructor. And Noah, thank you, buddy. Thank you for stepping up and doing this. He's a film major, and we've put him into the TV realm here today, and we appreciate everything that he's done for us on the camera work, as well as our engineer, Francis Obakoya, as well. This has been your Bailey Enterprises postgame show. The ladies win it 61-59. The men win it 119-71. We'll be back on the air tomorrow around 12:40. There is a game prior to, and so depending on how that one goes, we'll be depending on we get on, but hopefully to be on the air around 12:40 in the afternoon tomorrow here as the Rustlers take on Dawson County. It'll be an interesting men's game. The 2-2 Rustlers and the unbeaten 4-0 Dawson County Buccaneers. So love to see you in the stands for both of those games. If you can't, you can listen live on 88.1 and again watch on RustlerAthletics.com. My thanks to Devin Davis for sitting in with me on the first game. I'm John Gabrielson. Rustlers get 2 big wins tonight. We'll return you to programming on 88.1 in just a moment. This has been your Bailey Enterprises postgame show and a presentation of Rustler Media on Rustler Radio.
Okay, we're ready for the big question. Who needs a flu vaccine? There's a lot riding on the answer to this one.
I know, me.
That's right, you. In fact, almost everyone older than 6 months should get a flu vaccine. Every year, influenza leads to hospitalization, even death in some people. So protect yourself with a vaccine and help keep your family and friends healthy.
It's up to you to fight the flu. A reminder from the Wyoming Department of Health.
A Big Win sponsor of the Rustler Athletic Booster Club is Health Source Chiropractic of Riverton, restoring health through the relentless pursuit of exceptional care. They offer chiropractic care and exercise therapy for everyone. Services include therapeutic laser for relief of issues like sore muscles, neuropathy, and post-operative soreness. They also have health products and nutritional supplements. See them at 910 North 8th West in Riverton or online at healthsourcechiro.com/Riverton.
Hey, you